don't want stupid salad. If this is the reaction that you want to make to your homemade salad sometimes, I've got 6 mistakes that you could be making and how to fix them, so let's break it down, y'all.
A salad should be a staple meal for the home cook, not because your mom told you to eat your greens or because they are healthy, though they are, but instead because salads done well are actually very enjoyable and it's one of the quickest meals you can make. So mistake number 1 is limiting yourself to a single salad base. Now, a nice crunchy romaine is probably my most used green for a salad base, but don't stop there. There is a wild world of various salad greens, but also feel free to use things like Brussels sprouts or do a half and half mix with pasta, like one of my favorites, the orzo salad. And here's a chart from Eating on the Wild Side explaining common greens you'll find at the store, and this is just a short list. If you visit your local farmer's market, you could easily double the amount of options. Now, I'll also mention in this one, stop buying any pre-cut greens that can be bought as a whole head. Obviously, with some varieties like loose leaf lettuces or baby arugula, you'll need to spring for the box, but stop grabbing the pre-cut iceberg or romaine or those coleslaw mixes because not only does it cost more, but the bag stuff takes time to process, so it is less fresh than its whole head counterparts. Also, cut leaves do spoil more rapidly than whole heads. And before the next one, it does kind of go without saying, but in general for salads, you want to pick the highest quality greens, highest quality vegetables, toppings, acids, and oils you can find. But that being said, mistake number 2 is not making your own dressings. So dressings quite literally make or break the salad. They are the most important component to creating a salad worth eating. I'll eat a plain iceberg salad if the dressing is good, but I won't be excited for really nice greens with a subpar vinaigrette that's not emulsified correctly. And in general, dressings are just fat mixed with flavorings like acid, herbs, and spices. And the fat provides and transports the flavors of the salads as it creates that glossy mouthfeel all over your tongue and lips. As noted in the Food Lab by J. Kenji Lopez Alt, there are 3 basic dressing families. You have your vinaigrettes, your mayo-based dressings, and your dairy-based dressings. Vinaigrettes are a water and oil emulsion consisting of 2 to 3 parts of oil, 1 part acid, a half part emulsifiers, and then flavorings like salt, herbs, aromatics, and other umami-rich ingredients. Second is the mayo-based dressings, which can vary a good bit, but a decent general rule of thumb is 2 parts of mayonnaise and then 1 part of a liquid flavoring, which could be a vinaigrette or sauces like Worcestershire or soy sauce, and then plenty of citrus juices. You still have those same flavorings just like the other one. Last in the lineup are the dairy-based dressings, which also vary a good bit, but they always have a signature dairy-based element like buttermilk, sour cream, or yogurt, then are usually paired with a traditional fat like oil or mayo, depending on the sauce. Then just like the others, various herbs, spices, and flavorings can be added. But once you understand these basic families and their ratios, you can add whatever the hell you want. You aren't beholden to the flavors of a singular bottle. Here's a fairly classic ranch dressing, which is just 60 grams of sour cream, 40 grams of buttermilk, 50 grams of mayo, 5 grams of Worcestershire sauce, and then I substituted in a spritz of lime juice for the lemon, minced cilantro and serrano peppers for the parsley and chives, then finally I added some toasted cumin seeds in place of the celery seed before finishing with salt to taste. And this kind of spicy and lime tangy ranch makes for an excellent bacon chicken taco salad, I guess you would call it. And then I also made a mayo-based creamy Italian for one of the other salads I'll explain later. Mistake number 3, there's too much water. So am I swinging 2 towelfuls of greens right now for comedic relief? Yes. Am I also doing it for a purpose? Hell yes. So once you have those dressings emulsified and made, the enemy of making that dressing stick to the vegetables is water. If there's a layer of water on the exterior of any ingredient, that dressing is going to have trouble sticking to it and will end up on the bottom of your bowl. Now you can easily test this with a wet finger, the dressing doesn't stick, or if you take a wet lettuce leaf, you'll notice that the dressing drips off right away like a waterfall. Good news though, for the greens, all you have to do is pick up a salad spinner, or in my case, just a couple of clean cotton towels will do the trick, and then whip them around. And you want to keep the water in mind for all ingredients of the salad, not just the greens. For example, if you're salting cucumbers or cabbage, let them sit and expel that water, and then pour it off before you actually assemble them. And this was the same exact idea behind draining the tomatoes in the pasta alla cieca the other week. Gotta keep that water away. Mistake number 4 is constructing the salad without intention. Now, there is a time and place for the salad where you literally just throw everything you need to use up in the fridge in a bowl and call it good, but before you get to that point, I would urge you to consider these items. 1, what's the purpose of this salad? Is it a full meal like my chicken shawarma salad, or is it a side dish, or is it something you need to prepare ahead of time like my Brussels sprout salad? Next, set a flavor profile. Do we want something with a Mexico, Italy, or Thailand inspired profile? Figure out the spice combination that you need. I think a really fun training exercise is picking a dish you like, such as a buffalo chicken wrap or a steak sandwich, and trying to reverse engineer it into a salad. I took a crack at an Italian hoagie one with leaf lettuce and radicchio, flavored croutons, pickled peppers, tomatoes, as well as some parm shavings, and big chunks of rosemary, ham, and salami. When everything is tossed together, it definitely reminds you of that classic Italian sub. Third, add strongly flavored ingredients. Things like bacon, herbs, meats, dried fruits, nuts, cheeses, raw onions, or pickled stuff. When you get a bite of one of these strongly flavored additions, there should be a big contrast from the greens. And these are the additions that take an okay salad to a really good one that you'll actually remember. And then fourth and finally, make the salad that you want to eat. Some people like really nice greens with just a couple add-ons and a basic vinaigrette. For me, I make those from time to time, but the salads I make a lot of are big and bold with a lot of stuff that I can make a whole meal out of. Give me the grilled chicken, the bacon, and a bunch of goodies in there. Create that salad with intention. Mistake number 5 is not cutting salad components small enough. Outside of a wedge salad, I don't want to cut my salad into smaller pieces so I can enjoy it. I don't know about you, but I've been served this type of salad multiple times at restaurants, and it makes me angry. Like, I may as well have just separated the broccoli, peppers, cucumber, onion, and lettuce and called it a veggie snack plate. Now, if you like that, go for it, but for me, I like to be able to get multiple components into one bite. So whether you bust out the cleaver and go full chopped salad route, or you're just making a side salad with spinach, red onions, slice up those onions into quarter slices and at least have the cherry tomatoes. I don't want them bursting in my mouth when I chew them. Last but not least, mistake number 6 is underdressing your salad. Do not just drizzle that dressing you chose from earlier over the top and call it a day, unless you like some bites that are really good and some that aren't. I mean, you do you. The fat that is in the dressing transports those flavors it has itself, but also to the various things you added to the salad, like the nuts, the cheeses, the meats, and more. So add all the salad stuff to a big ass bowl, then put the dressing over top and use the best utensil, your hands, to toss that salad and get the dressing evenly distributed on every single piece. This is the way.
So one last note, I'll drop a ton of links below to my recipes and videos that I make all the time, as well as various other sources that I think are really good for salads. And like I was saying, I think one of the best places to start is pick out a dish or a sandwich that you already really like, and then figure out how to turn that into a salad form, and just follow those things that we talked about in this video, and you will come up with something delicious. But that's gonna wrap it up for me in this one. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace, y'all.